Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Leaders Dialogue Show, and we are privileged to have Mr. John Ng'ang'a with us. Mr. John Ng'ang'a, is truth relative?
Yeah, a lot of people say truth is relative. And they quote some Old Testament people who lied. So that meaning that I can lie for your good, I can lie to protect somebody, I can lie. So whenever somebody lies, sometimes they say, I was joking. And that's what they mean when they're talking about the relative. It depends on the circumstance. So that in one occasion, lying is evil.
Yes.
In another occasion, lying is not evil.
Yes.
For example, people say, if a thief came and asked you where the money is, what do you do? Because obviously they'll go with the money. Of course, you should have thought about that. You should think about that in advance.
Yes.
And my suggestion would be, there will be one place you keep money, another place you keep money.
Yes.
If they ask you, where have you kept money? You tell them the truth, here. But that doesn't mean you have told them the other one. But you have not told them a lie. They just wanted to know where you keep money.
Yes.
Now that is not truth being relative. You are still telling the truth.
Yes.
But like we said before we went for break, it is okay not to say something. It's not okay to say something that is a lie. So in my own understanding then, it is not right to lie at any time.
No.
It therefore means there is no particular circumstance where it will be okay to tell a lie.
Yes.
It's not okay to lie to a customer. It's not a lie to lie to a thief. It's not okay to lie to your wife. It's not okay to lie. To be unfaithful is not right at any time.
Yes.
So to start thinking that the way to keep my wife happy is to tell her you have been fired, but you don't want your wife to be unhappy, so you keep telling her you are going to work, and kumbe you just go around and then come back in the evening.
Yes.
There is no circumstance. So truth is not relative.
No.
Truth is absolute. There is an absolute truth, and you know it. Tell the truth that you know. But if in the process you say something which turns out not to be true, but you knew it to be true, then it's still the truth. Because you cannot tell the truth Ng'ang'a knows.
Yes.
You can only tell the truth Jimmy Dhuku knows.
Yes.
It's your truth,
Yes.
not my truth. And also I can know an aspect of you that you don't even know about yourself.
Yes.
So when you speak from your point of view and what you know. So I am very, very reluctant to allow truth to be relative. Because that means you never tell a lie.
No.
You just think about what does he want to hear? What's the best thing to say in this particular circumstance? And on the basis of that, you say it.
Yes.
In my own mind, I don't think it is right. If you are going before God, if God did not explain, what does it mean that thou shalt not lie? You will not lie. It just means whatever you say, whatever you do, you must side with the truth.
Yes.
You must speak the truth. And I think it's important then to understand that this circumstantial truth, relative truth, is not something that within scriptural mandate. However, many theologians start talking about the truth being relative, and therefore excuse you when you tell a lie if in the process you are trying to cover up something that would be worse.
Yes.
But I feel very uncomfortable with that type of thing, because who will determine which circumstance? Would God allow you? Would God be happy that you told a lie?
No.
That's one. But the second problem is God is capable of protecting you even after telling the truth. One of the things that we used to debate with somebody is, I'm selling my car and I know my car had an accident, but I have paneled it and it's now looking magnificent. Should I tell the customer that it had an accident? If I don't tell, yes, how's your car? One owner, no accident? Yes. Sure, they have lied.
Yes.
You know, he will go with that car. Later he has an accident. Somebody say, hey, but this thing has cut again. And he says, if only Ng'ang'a had told me the truth, I would have been careful with the car.
Yes.
But because I want to be paid a high price, I think truth is relative. Now, unfortunately, it's the same guy who normally hears me preach. That guy, oh, I saw him on video preaching. How can he lie to me just because of a little money? What kind of a person is he? Who gets condemned? God. These men of God are not really anything. You can't trust them. They are corrupt. They are conmen. And you are bringing disrepute to God's name in the name of relative truth. Oh, truth is relative. I think it's something you really need to avoid it.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. And how does this apply in a business?
I already have started mentioning it. For example, if you are selling something,
Yes.
you can be selling something and then you cheat me.
Yes.
So I don't get value for money.
You con.
Yes. You are a con man. And con men are people who lie to people and make them do the wrong things.
Yes.
So in business, this is where the truth is the highest. Because you can't test everything. Some things you have to trust a person.
Yes.
If you are buying a pen and you try it and it writes, you don't know whether inside there's the ink is on one drop. So after I go and have paid is when I will discover, after writing for one day, there's no ink in the pen.
Yes.
What do I think of you? A crook. Then you tell me you are saved. You are bringing disrepute to God's name. So one of the things that we talk about when we talk about business is that issue of tell the customer the truth. Of course, that doesn't mean you tell him all details, because I've already talked about that. There are things you don't have to necessarily go to, because again, if you say all the details, they'll copy your design,
That's true.
and you have lost your business.
Yes.
But they did not come. They are not paying for the design. They are paying for the finished product.
Yes.
So there are things you cannot share.
Yes.
But there are things the customer requires in order to be able to enjoy the product, in order to value the product, to know whether that price is right. That information you must give him, and it must be the truth. So we are saying, for sure, there is a relationship between business and telling a lie. So anybody who feels like to make money, they have to cut corners, tell you things, then they may be making money on their way to hell.
That's true. And this issue of houses, whereby people are being promised houses, and it has become a big issue, and so many people have found themselves into it. Does it mean the business people have they have done
where they tell you we're having gated community, and they make all kinds of promises.
Yes.
Then after you have paid your money, it turns out they have not paid the owner of the land.
Yes.
So he decides he's going to sell the land. That you left out information that was critical. You should have told me, although I'm selling this land to you, I have not fully bought it. But I'm hoping to buy it when customers have given me the money. Because that's a critical issue. So for me to discover later that the land was not yours, you can't be telling the truth.
No.
Because how can you be selling something that's not yours? If you have bought it on mortgage, it's not still yours. So I need to know that although you are selling this, we'll need to pass the mortgage to you, or to clear the mortgage for me to get the title. Don't play games with me.
No.
And you know what I've discovered in life? Like I've sold many cars. Even after you tell somebody what is wrong with your car, people still buy it. I've sold every car after telling people what's wrong with the car. Why? They know somebody else who is not telling them there's something wrong with their car. It's not necessarily telling the truth. So they are happier with trading with me because they can trust me. Very few people are willing to tell you the truth. So this one will tell you the truth. I will tell you the truth, and I still say I want my 2 million. No, Mr. Nana. I thought you told me yes, it's okay. You don't have to buy it.
No.
You go. He'll try to go, then come back, realize, it's better to pay this 2 million of somebody telling me the truth than to buy 1.5 million of somebody whom I'm not sure about. So people think that you have to lie in order to do good business. No.
That's not true.
The truth is so rare
Yes.
that whoever you find telling the truth is somebody who will get the business. Let me tell you, for example, a tailor.
Yeah.
If you're a tailor, and tailors are known for it, they tell you something, you tell you come for your suit next week, even after 1 month they're still not ready.
Yes, yes.
If you found a tailor who you come when other tailors are saying 1 week, tells you I'll give you in 3 weeks. So no. The other guy can do it for a week. It's okay. Go let him do it for you. Then 1 month later, 2 months later, you'll still be going there. But for me, I have calculated my time. I know in 3 weeks, I'll keep the promise.
Yes, yes.
If one of you agrees to be with me, he'll go telling other people. That guy never makes funny promises.
No.
He will not promise quickly,
Yeah.
but he will do it on time.
Yes.
So I think it becomes very important that you understand that this telling of the truth
Yes.
is also true in your family. People must learn to tell the truth. You can't lie to your children, even however young they are. You cannot lie to your wife, but you also cannot lie to your customers, and you cannot lie to your suppliers. Don't tell your suppliers, I'll pay you next week, and you have no money.
No.
It means truth
Yes.
in all areas.
Yes, yes. Excellent. We need to be truthful business people for us to glorify our Creator in heaven. Until next Monday, keep forwarding your comments on our Twitter account at Leaders Dialogue Show and on our Facebook page at Leaders Dialogue. Till next Monday, keep glowing as a leader. Thank you so much.
We are the new generation. We are the youth of the nation. High in the sky. We are the new generation. Leader.